whereas bus drivers have a big responsibility to transport students safely to and from different school sites, and whereas bus drivers have to handle many challenging situations each day, including traffic, bad weather, and different personalities of students, and whereas our bus drivers have many other responsibilities such as pleasantly greeting and encouraging students, handling sick children, reporting disciplinary cases, reporting the needs for bus maintenance, and much more. And whereas our bus drivers carefully observe new rules, regulations, safety, procedure, and orders to keep our students safe and protected while in their care. And whereas our school board and administrative team greatly appreciate the commitment, dedication of our school bus drivers and wish to honor them for their services to our school system. Therefore, be it resolved that Anderson County Board of Education hereby establishes September 16th, 2021 as Bus Driver Appreciation Day in Anderson County Schools, and be it further resolved that the board encourages students, parents, and staff in each school to join us on that day in expressing appreciation to the bus drivers for all they do. Adopted wholeheartedly and unanimously by the elected school board of Anderson County, Tennessee at this meeting this 9th day of September 2021.
Good job. Let's give our bus drivers a big round of applause.
I think this is very appropriate tonight because I heard on the TV tonight that bus driver from Knox County died with COVID.
Yes. Yeah. And what you will be getting next month, all of our schools will be selecting one bus driver through our U-Trust, and we will read the names next month for them. So we'll do the resolution 1 month for U-Trust, and then the next month we will do that. And that's what we're going to try to stay in line every month with, and try to do that. It's kind of, instead of, we've kind of changed above and beyond just to say, hey, we're already recognizing them, let's just recognize everyone from every school. And so
Sounds good.
I think it'll be a great thing. 6 o'clock.
6.
Yep.
Regular monthly meeting of the Anderson County Board of Education will come to order. Don, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first item on the agenda that I get to do once a year is the election of board officers. I will take any nominations.
I nominate Dr. John Burrell for chairman of the board this year.
Okay?
I second that.
Motion second. Do I hear any more nominations? Being none, all in favor of Dr. John Burrell being chairman for another year, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir.
And we'll do the vice chair.
Dr. Burrell, I would like to nominate Andy Mckamey as vice chair.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
And McKamey, do I hear other nominations? If not, we'll elect Andy by acclamation.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Andy.
Good job.
This has been a difficult year for everybody, and but it's been easy sitting up here because of the 7 or 8 people that are on the board. It's been an excellent board to work with. Made my job awfully easy. So.
Teresa's on now, too. Hey, Teresa.
Teresa, you get to vote.
Hey,
She's here.
hey, I was here on the resolution too.
Good deal. Good deal.
Recognition of guests. I'm surprised. I thought we were going to have some guests tonight.
We may still have persons to be heard.
Next one.
Persons to be heard.
Yep, sure. Come right on it.
I need to state my name?
Yes, and state your name, your address, and you'll have 3 minutes.
My
to-
full address or just
Yes.
my,
Just your address where you live at.
okay, like the numbers and everything?
No,
Okay.
you don't have, if you live in Anderson County, whatever.
Okay. Oh, okay. Melinda Russell, and I live in Anderson County. And I'm here to talk about a couple different things. One of them is the amount of money that we have to pay for Chromebooks. Every year, we have to pay $30. Okay, for an example, I have 5 kids. All right, so, I mean, that's within the 12 years, for the rest of my kids to finish high school will be $1,470. For that amount of money, I can go out to Amazon or to Walmart and buy them a Chromebook for a lot cheaper. I don't think it's fair that we have to pay $30 every year when that $30, if a Chromebook is broke 3 times in a year, then we don't have to pay anymore. It's just that $30 for that insurance. And then also under the state of Tennessee Department of Education, it says that payment of school fees, which I know that's insurance, but may not be a condition to attending the public school or using its equipment. And the Chromebooks are technically the equipment of the schools. So therefore, I don't think we should have to pay all that money. We are taxpayers, and that's what our money should go for. For an example, today I researched there's a Chromebook, HP Chromebook 11-inch on Amazon for $200. There's another one for $235. There's Dell's on there for $139, two-in-ones, so you can flip them. So, I mean, we can buy them cheaper. So I just want to make you guys aware of that. And I think Chromebooks are instructional material, which, again, we shouldn't have to pay for being taxpayers. And another issue is I have a child in high school, and they came home and told me that there are boys dressing up as girls. My concern is that's their business. Are they using the female bathrooms as well? I mean, because if they're a boy, they should not be using, especially in high school, the bathrooms. So I just wanted that to be made aware. I don't know if you guys know that or not. They're wearing dresses and skirts and acting like girls. Again, I'm concerned about the girls in the high school being exposed to boys coming into the bathroom. That is their private area for them to go. And that is it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think the board has done everything we can as far as student fees are concerned. I'm not aware of,
They, a parent can choose not to, and I don't want to a parent can choose not to pay the $30 for the insurance, but what they do is then they're required, if the Chromebook is broken, then they're required to pay for that Chromebook. And if they don't pay that. And it is hard for somebody that's got 5 children in school, but we buy a new Chromebook. They get a new Chromebook every 3 years. And so I will get Mr. Deal to get this lady's name and number and see if we can work something out.
okay.
May I add something?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Clinton High School also told me at the beginning of the year that if I did not put down any money, my child would not have a Chromebook.
They,
I mean, that is, I promise you, that is what she told me.
okay.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Any other?
No other persons to be heard? Approval of the agenda.
So moved.
Moving second, approval of the agenda discussion. Not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Mr. Chairman.
Motion made and second to approval of
Mr.
consent
Chairman.
agenda.
Can we add the bus driver resolution to the consent agenda so we can pass that?
Oh, okay. Sorry, Scott, I didn't mean to get ahead of it.
Well, we want to make sure we approve it since it says we did.
Yeah, so from now on, I'll get Pam and she'll just go ahead and put it down in the consent agenda, leave it up here, and that way it's in there.
There you go.
It's a good
That'll
idea.
work. That'll work.
Yep.
Okay, with that addition to the consent agenda, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. Executive approval. Again, this month we had none.
No, we had two.
Two?
Yeah, COVID pay for staff and the ESG project.
Oh, okay. I thought we'd,
We did Tuesday night.
okay.
Mhm.
I make a motion we approve the two items on the executive approval.
Second.
Motion made and second, we approve the COVID pay for staff and ESG project. Discussion. If none, all in favor say aye. All opposed, no. Motion carries. Comments from chair. Fall district meeting will be virtual. Does that mean everybody watches at home, or?
Dr. Burrow, what we've decided, if you can, is to come here at 5 o'clock, and who all can come here at 5 o'clock, and we will have, we can all get on together, and you all can speak as a group, and we will have, we'll have a catered dinner for us that night. Andy has said we're gonna do Cracker Barrel, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll just have to figure out.
I think that's a marvelous idea.
Yep.
I like that idea.
Yep. So what we will do is we will get Pam to send out and get your orders, and we'll get somebody to bring it in for y'all. Yep.
So I don't think we need to declare that a special meeting or anything, just the virtual fall staff meeting will be held here
Yep.
that evening, and will be catered.
We do need to let the press know, though.
Yep.
Yeah, let the press know.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, we will.
Okay. That's really all I've got. Comments from student board members. Sully? None?
Yep.
Scarlett? No comments?
Okay. You have a report. That's
Director.
what he's asking.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so if you won't go ahead, I thought you had something in front of you.
Yeah.
You have to figure out the lingo of an
Yeah.
agenda, see?
I got you. All right. At Anderson County in the past month, we've recognized our 630-plus closed seniors. We've also recognized our Elite 100 members who've met all of their college benchmarks and are therefore ready for college. And also, we've recognized 23 AP scholars who have scored a 3 or higher on all of their AP exams. For the 2020-21 school year, ACHS was recognized as a Level 5 school, and schools in Tennessee are ranked 1 to 5 on their effectiveness throughout the year, and so Level 5 is being the highest, and we plan to do it again next year. For sports, our girls soccer, volleyball, men's and women's golf, along with football, have all started their seasons. Football has started off with a 1-2 record with a tough schedule, but we are 1-0 in our region against Fulton, who we beat 43-20. And the ACT retake will be on October 5th for seniors only, while sophomores will take the pre-ACT. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
To begin, I would like to congratulate the Anderson County School District for being recognized as a Level 5 district in regards to academics. I'm especially proud of the students and teachers at Clinton High School who were able to beat the district and state benchmarks in all testing subjects but one. The Dragons are soaring with excellence right now, and I'm excited to share with you that we have already had seniors be accepted to numerous four-year colleges, including ETSU, Carson Newman, Tennessee Tech, and Milligan University. Additionally, over 60% of our seniors have already applied for the Tennessee Promise Scholarship within the first month of its opening. Students currently enrolled in a government or economics class toured Roane State a couple of weeks ago, and many have already submitted their applications. We have also celebrated those with a 21 or above on their ACT with homemade Italian cream sodas. They were delicious, by the way. Because of all of our recent success at Clinton High School, Principal Jenkins is encouraging students to go even further in their education by providing 4 more advanced placement classes this year. I would also like to shout out Mr. Jenkins for not only providing our CHS students with the best possible education, but also building our school spirit alongside Coach Keith. These 2 leaders have organized pep rallies, incentives, and special events for our Dragons to keep the morale high after our recent success in sports. Our football team has had 2 incredible wins so far. Our Lady Dragons soccer team has had 6 amazing wins, and our Dragons volleyball team has had 7 impressive wins. I want to give a special shout out to Connor Moody for being named Defensive Player of the Week alongside my fellow board member, Solly Sexton. One final accomplishment I would like to share with you all is that Clinton High School completed 2,134 hours of community service last year, and we have already set a goal to top 3,000 hours this year. Overall, the Clinton Dragons have had an amazing start to the school year, and we look forward to only going up from here.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you both. Next time you have to have comments.
That's what that is, comments.
Okay, Director's Report.
Dr. Burrell, I too am excited about the Anderson County School District being a level 5 in TBOS. Along with that, we had 3 reward schools, which you know those are the top in the state, and that is Norris Elementary, that is Andersonville Elementary, and that is Fairview Elementary. And they not only are reward schools, they are a level 5 school. And then we have 5 other schools that are level 5 schools, which they've already said: Anderson County High School, Clinton High School, Dutch Valley Elementary School, Grand Oaks Elementary School, and Norwood Middle School. So 8 out of our schools are top in the state. And our scores, our growth, even through the pandemic, our growth is really and truly, our students are still growing. They're still doing amazing things with our ACT and our dual enrollment, and I'm just so proud of what they've done. And we would have had more of that, but our state still used chronic absenteeism is one of our benchmarks. And because we were open and not virtual, when kids left, they were counted absent. And so that really hurt us on our attendance, but I still think being open all last year was the best thing for us to do. A couple of other things, our district, right now we are up 150 students from last year. We're at 6120, and for the first time in about 7 years, our kindergarten is back up to 400. And that is pretty much, we've had to hire some teachers, but it's growth on all ends of the county. It's not just up on this end. We're seeing it at Claxton has the biggest kindergarten class they've had in probably 6 or 7 years. So does Norwood Elementary School. So a lot of great stuff going on there. We have, you all tonight, we have submitted our ESSER plan. I think it's a great plan. It focuses on 2 really major needs, on our infrastructure plan, and it focuses on student success. So I think that's going to be amazing once we get all of that going. Y'all will be getting a lot more information here in just a little while. We've started our newsletter back up, and you'll be getting those once a month. So that's all I have, Dr. Burrell, unless y'all have any questions.
Can you give us a current update on the COVID numbers?
Yes, we currently have 100. I think when I looked at it before I come in here, we have 128 students and 32 staff members, I think, that are out with positive. Our attendance has steadily went up over the last week. We were at 86% of student attendance today. We have 8 schools. Am I correct on mask mandates right now?
No, we have all but 4 schools are on.
All but 4 schools are on mask mandates.
That's correct.
I was trying to think, Anderson County High School.
Fairview, Norris Middle, and Anderson County High School are not mask
Yeah, they're not mask mandates. So, and it's working. It is showing that when we go up over 2%, we go to mask mandates. We have about 330-something students that have opted out. But I tell you, I was in schools yesterday and today, and our students and our staff, they're doing a good job trying to stay social distancing and wearing their mask and things like that. And they're still teaching. We're still, and we had a principals meeting this morning, we're still going to have school. We're still going to have field trips. You know, it's kind of a rite of passage for the elementary people to get to go to pumpkin patch. So we're still going to the pumpkin patch, and we're still doing sports. And again, we have no plan to close schools. We may have to close an individual school if we can't staff it, but our staff and our teachers have done an amazing job. With them, it's all hands on deck. Whatever they need, everybody's working together. We have some places that are short a custodian. We've sent some custodians from other schools to help. So, I mean, they're doing a great job. And I know they're tired right now, and we're going to try the best to, anything they need, they can, if we can get it, we can. And I think that was a great thing. I really thank you all and Dr. Burrell for allowing us to start that COVID pay. I think it started a trend in the school systems in East Tennessee, because now a lot of other ones are jumping on board, and that was a good thing. We did had a vaccine clinic last week. We about 62 students that middle and high school students that got the vaccine, and then this Saturday from 9 to 11 at Anderson County High School, we're going to have a drive-through flu clinic. We've partnered with Walgreens, and they're going to do it. So if anybody's listening, they want to have it, and it's for the parent and the student. Anybody that wants to come through there and get their flu shot. So
That's great. That's great. I'm so proud of the school system, the fact that we have not had to close schools, we have not had to go virtual, and everybody, our plan is working.
yep, the plan's working so far. That's all I have, Dr. Burrell.
Committee reports. Budget. Scott?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Budget Committee met Tuesday night. We approved following appropriations. 1A is to appropriate funds for vacation leave payouts for those over 30 days. This is a one-time thing for this year, $31,992.94. 1B is to appropriate funds for retirement benefit payouts for retirees, $245,244.57. 1C is to appropriate funds for employee safety training and insurance costs. This is liability insurance for the board, $36,935. 1D is to appropriate the emergency relief funds, $11,704,957.98. 1E is to appropriate COVID relief grants for the employee child care fund, $3,500. 1F is to appropriate COVID-19 relief grants for the companion, $22,736.17. 1G is to appropriate local revenues for the Head Start, $708. Then the addendum appropriations. Addendum 1 was to appropriate funds for re-roofing and generator purchase, re-roofing Norris Elementary and Anderson County High School, along with the generator purchase for the Office of Technology, $525,000. Addendum 2 was to appropriate the American Rescue Plan Individual with Disabilities Education Act grant, $354,567.18. And addendum 3 is to approve the same grant for the preschool, $23,639.45. Those were all approved by the Budget Committee Tuesday and recommended to the full board for approval, and I so move.
Second. Moved second, we approve the appropriations and the addendum. Can we vote on those together?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay. Roll call vote.
Mr. Bale?
Aye.
Mr. Gillen-Waters?
Aye.
Ms. Langenberg?
Aye.
Mr. Mckamey?
Aye.
Ms. Portwood?
Aye.
Ms. Williams?
Aye.
And Dr. Burrow.
Aye.
Motion carries.
We also had some transfers. Transfer 2A was for salaries for psychologists. We're going to hiring rather than contracting. That's $60,000. 2B is to transfer funds to reflect interest on the capital lease for the Head Start Companion, $780.27. 2C is the same lease for Head Start, $12,712.50. 2D is the same for Early Head Start, $10,169.15. 2E is the same thing for the Pre-K, $4,711.62. 2F is the COVID-19 grant funds into a separate cost center. That's the COVID Head Start grant, $213,086. Those transfers were all approved by the Budget Committee and recommended to the full board for approval, and I so move.
Second.
Moved second, approve of the transfers 2A through 2F. Discussion. If none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
That is all from Budget Committee.
Policy Committee.
The policy committee also met on Tuesday night, and we adopted two policies. Their first policy was 5.302 sick leave. The sick leave itself did not change, but the sick leave bank is being combined with the classified and the certified. And the change is now that new employees joining will be required to donate 3 days. That will be assessed starting in December. And this policy was recommended for approval on first reading, and I so move.
Second.
Do we need to rescind the
I
other
will, that's
policy?
next, I will in a minute.
Yeah, she's gonna do that next one.
Okay.
Yep.
All in favor of
5.302.
policy 5.302 sick leave? This is for
First reading.
first reading?
Yep, yep.
Discussion. If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
Our next action was to rescind 5.3021, which was the sick leave bank. And since it has been combined into 5.302, the committee recommended approval to rescind this motion, and I so move.
Second.
Motion made and second to approve the deletion of 5.302.1.
Yep.
Five.
Yep, that's it.
Yes.
Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
And our last policy is 5.310, vacations and holidays. And this is on Dr. Pratt's recommendation that we convert am I saying this right? Carried over vacation days over 30 days to sick leave.
Yep.
And the committee recommended approval on first reading, and I so move.
Second.
Moved and seconded approval of 5.310 on first reading. Discussion. If none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries.
That's it for the policy committee.
Building ground.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The Building Grounds Committee met on Tuesday too, and we heard from Clinton High School track coach Al Rod thank the board for installation of bleachers at the track for the use by spectators. Mr. Rod said there's opportunity for 3 track meets at the high school and for the use of the middle school level, but the track is currently in terrible shape and needs to be resurfaced and linked. Dr. Parrott said no motion by the board is needed regarding Coach Rod's request since the funds have already been appropriated for this project. The project is going to be out for bid this week and will be awarded within 10 days since it must be completed quickly. And there's no motion to be made, right?
Nope. And I talked to Mr. Mckamey, and I think it's going out for bid when? Monday. It'll go out to bid
Okay.
Monday, and it'll be 10 days, and he put in it'll be 60 days from the time they award the bid till it has to be completed, or it'll be fine.
That includes marking the track and everything?
Correct.
Okay, that's great.
It's 10 business days.
Yeah, 10 business days. It'll be 2 full weeks.
That's all the Building Grounds Committee had too.
Action item. Approval of the annual agenda. Have we got it?
Yep, it's right here. There it is. Nothing's changed from last year.
Move
I
we
think-
approve.
We
You know,
worked
one
with,
thing that bugs me is we have the thing about the budget thing, but they're never ready across the street and we don't get the state stuff in.
Yep.
There's no way we can comply with that.
yep. I think it's just a recommendation, not a requirement.
Okay.
We do what we're supposed to do.
Yep, yep.
A lot of times we don't listen to them.
Yep,
Well, we do a lot better than most.
exactly right. And I want to thank Joe Williams. Last year, she really, me and her spent some days and went over this and with Miss Crawford and made sure there was some things that was out of whack with how we did it and tried to put them in the way we did it. So,
Have I got a motion to approve the annual agenda?
Scott did.
Scott did.
Yep, got a motion.
Andy did.
Discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no. Motion carries. That's all I have. It's surprisingly short and sweet tonight.
Yep.
We'll be here at 5 o'clock on 28th.
Yep, 5 o'clock on the 28th. Make sure you let Pam know what you want from Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
Breaking that
Adjourned.
down.
Eddie's one, I know he wants hamburger steak.